You are not living anymore. You are performing it. Every moment is a photo op. Every experience is content. And every moment is curated for an audience. You can't just be happy. You feel the need to have to show people that you are happy. Or you can't just have a good day. You feel the need to prove that you had a good day. And see, you're not present in your own life because you're busy trying to package it for people who don't even care. Social media has turned your life into a stage, and you have been performing nonstop simply to get an applause from an audience who will forget you once they scroll past. And today, we're going to talk about how social media has turned you into someone who performs instead of a person who has stepped off on stage and actually living their life. But before we dive into the video, we do have to roll the introduction clip. Yes, as you have seen, my name is Leah and I'm the face behind Content by Leah. I don't just focus on content creators and entrepreneurs anymore. I help people, no matter who they are or what they do, make an impact on YouTube to build a legacy that generates income without using social media. So if you're new here, grab a pen and paper and or a notebook because you're going to want to take some notes because I tend to over deliver. However, if you're not new here and you are returning, I just want to say, hey, welcome back and I'm glad you're back. Regardless of how you come across my video, you're going to love it on this side of YouTube. So let's go ahead and jump into this video. Talking point number 1 is that you are documenting your life instead of actually experiencing it. Let me give you an example. Let's say that you are at a concert. You are not watching it because you are recording it. Or let's say that you are at dinner with family or friends. You are not in the conversation because you're so worried about getting the perfect shot of your food. Maybe you're on vacation. You're not relaxing, you are creating content. Social media has trained you to document everything. And in doing that, you actually stop experiencing it. You are so focused on capturing a moment that you are not present. You are performing the experience instead of living it. And there's a worst part to all of this. You go back to look at the photos and videos and you don't even remember how it felt because you weren't really there. You were too busy making sure that everyone else knew that you were there. Social media has convinced you that if you did not document it, it didn't happen. But the best moments are when you were so busy being present that you didn't even have time or the thought to record. But let's move on to talking point number 2. You are curating a version of yourself that is not real. You don't post the messy parts, nor do you post the struggles. You don't post the days when you're lost or when you're defeated. You only post the highlights, the wins, or even the smiles. Typically, you only post the perfect angled and or captions of your life, or at least the ones that come close to it. And over time, the curated version ends up becoming a performance. You are not being yourself. You are being the version that gets the engagement. You are editing out the truth to present a fiction. And the more you do that, the more you become disconnected from who you are. You start living for the aesthetic and not the actual authenticity. You start making decisions based on how they will look online versus how you actually feel. You are performing a life that looks good online, but in real life, you feel empty. And that's exhausting because you can't keep performing for forever. Eventually, you will burn out. And you realize you've been living the life of an idea of someone else's good life instead of actually living your own. But let's jump to talking point number 3. You are chasing reactions instead of creating memories. You are not doing things because you want to do them. You are doing things because they'll make good content. For example, you may choose a restaurant because of how it looks, but not how it actually tastes. Or you plan experiences that will make a good photograph instead of what will actually make you happy. You are chasing reactions and not memories. And that's the problem. Because when you are living for a reaction, you are not living for yourself. You are performing, or what I like to say, you are on stage. And every decision is filtered through, will this get engagement? You have lost the ability to enjoy something just for the sake of enjoying it. Everything has to have a performance, a payoff in likes, or even comments. And when it doesn't perform in the way that you hope, you feel like the experience is wasted. But I need you to understand that experiences are not content. They are life. And you are missing yours because you are performing for people who don't even really care. But lastly, talking point number 4. You are living for an audience who does not even know you. And trust me, the only thing that can happen with that is lead to parasocial relationships. Here's the truth. The people who are liking your posts do not know you. They don't know your struggles, they don't know your dreams, and they don't know your fears. They don't know what makes you happy or keep you up at night. They're scrolling, they're consuming, and ultimately, they are not invested in your life. They are only entertained by it. And yet, you keep performing for them. You are shaping your entire existence on what they will approve of. You are living for an audience that will truly never really see you. And that's tragic because you are wasting your one life to prove or get validation from someone who don't even care. And when I say care, I mean care about the real you. Because if they did, they will literally show right up in front of you. And we know you can tell what one will do based on their actions. The longer you keep performing instead of actually living, you end up moving further from who you really are. Social media has made you to believe that your life is only of value if someone witnessed it, they liked it, or if it's validated by strangers. But that's a lie. Your life have value because it's yours, and you don't need anyone's permission to live it. But let me give you an example. We've learned a lot about social media already. We understand that performing for other people, you will end up losing your own life in the process. But on YouTube, it's different. On YouTube, you're not performing, you're reflecting, you're teaching, you are sharing from a place of authenticity and not obligation. It's not a performance, it's simply a conversation. And whether your video and or likes get 100 or 1,000 or even 10,000, it doesn't change how you feel about the experience of the video and or content you upload on YouTube. You've lived it first and you shared it second. That's the difference of what I like to call freedom. But with freedom, YouTube also provides legacy. I like to let the people know that on social media, things live and they also pay you for a short time. But on YouTube, they live and you're paid for a long time. But I'm simply just a contentpreneur. I'm a content creator who creates content on YouTube, but I'm also an entrepreneur with a business. So no matter who you are and or what you do, I'm just trying to help you do the same thing. So down below in the description box, I'll leave something for you. Feel free to click it and browse around so that you can get to know who I am and what I do. I'm just here doing what I'm supposed to do on this place and or planet that we call Earth. And while I'm here, I might as well create a legacy at the same time. I genuinely love what I do. I am able to help people all around the world simply by living their purpose and sharing their story. Because there's somebody out there that needs to hear what you have to say, the way you say it, and or how you deliver it. So don't underestimate the power of YouTube. But at the same time, don't just leave it on YouTube. Also create your own business because that is where you make the most money. But anywho, until next time, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and hit the notification bell below so that you're notified every time your girl Leah, posts a video. So with that being said, my name is Leah. I'm the face behind Content by Leah, and I'll see you next time. Bye.